some old school subscribers in my TikTok family. Gotta knock this out really quick, y'all. You know it's getting dark at like 5:30, so gotta like adjust my scheduling. Listen, not gonna hold y'all too long. Y'all know what this is, man. Look, let me tell you why the female covert narcissist hates the Sigma Empath so much, and the Sigma Empath, also the organic woman. These two types of people terrify the covert narcissist, because listen, a lot of these narcissists, they use the societal norms to hide and maneuver their hate and their obsession. And see, a Sigma operates outside of societal norms and what everybody deems to be normal, because you know he's self-aware enough to know that the trickiest people out there, they use these societal norms to their advantage, to take advantage of people. You know, so if you're operating outside of it, they can't triangulate you. They can't use any information against you with clever wordplay, using whatever social agendas being pushed. They can't use that against you. So the organic woman, shout out to Reggie, and the Sigma Empath, aka the Sigma Wolf, you know, can detect these covert narcissistic. See, these females have been able to get away with so long, and they live in this delusional reality that they've basically made themselves feel like they're some kind of woman of value at this point too. So they're so delusional, they've convinced themselves, hey, I actually have value. No, you don't. These females have no value, and all they do is just, you know, they're really good, I guess, at being able to observe really, you know what I'm saying, persuasive talking points that push their agenda and their way of life. But once you start thinking about what they're saying, you're like, well, this would go against anything as a man that I would want in a woman, because why would I want you to be able to run around having all this freedom and want to be liberated, and you know, saying that body count doesn't matter, but at the same time saying that you need a guy that's over 6 foot, you know, got over 9 inches of wing, you know what I'm saying, making, you know, over 6 figures now. I mean, 6 figures ain't enough. It's got to be like, according to what I'm seeing online, like 200K, 250K, 300K, just, you know, while they're making, you know, 35,000 a year. You know, these are these unrealistic expectations from these serial dating women that are the covert narcissists that are out there right now, that are just making everything all confusing, and trying to make everyone confused about what's really going on and what kind of person you should be looking for as a man. These are the kind of the women that are always out there telling men what to do and what to look for. You know, as a man, you don't need no woman, especially a woman. A woman that has a husband is going to be respectful to all men in a certain kind of way. She's not going to talk like, you need to do this, men, and you need to do that. They don't talk like that, right? Only a woman without a man that can help filter, you know what I'm saying, the way that she speaks. Like, you know, a woman helps men, you know, holding restraint against their physical nature to want to do something physically. Well, a man helps a woman with her natural nature to want to verbally, you know what I'm saying, assault somebody with their words. You know, a man helps a woman, hey, I ain't that serious, get her to think about stuff. When they don't have a man, see, this is what I keep talking about, where the bodies stick to their soul. They don't have a man to help them filter, but all the semen they've taken in of all these different men's essence, you know, they have the impulse to want to just do what they do to defend themselves. And for covert narcissistic women, that's run their mouth. And again, they're never going to do it in a way that's like obvious. You know, those are like the grandiose type of narcissists. No, the covert is the sneaky, cowardly swine type of narcissist, the one that works off of everybody's empathy through what society is set up to be, you know, the norms that we should go off of, you know, when we're interacting with people. And, you know, we're their biggest nightmare, because we don't go off of none of that. You know what I mean? We don't go off of what everybody deems to be what we should speak like or act like. They can't tell by pattern, you know what I'm saying, if they're going to be able to, you know, pick up what we're going to do next. They don't know what we're going to say, you know. They don't like the fact that you move in silence, so they don't know what you know. They don't know if you know their entire scheme, the way they've been doing things for years. They don't know what parts of whatever they're saying you can see through and what you can't. They can't trigger you using these clever ways of using the English language to gaslight and shame people into making them feel like whatever they're doing is wrong. They can't get you to react. So, you know, it really bothers them because they've really spent a lot of time perfecting this slime ball way of moving, and they can't get to you. They can't frustrate you. And see, narcissists, they need your energy. Like, they don't have it in them. They don't have this light in them, and they can always disguise it as saying, oh well, I'm just trying to heal and I'm trying to grow. You know, you have these narcissistic women who, you know, got ran through in their 20s, in their 30s now, mid 30s, or about to be in their mid 30s, trying to find their come to God moments, and you know, hijacking the whole spiritual movement and saying, oh well, I'm going through my healing journey. Oh, why are you gonna wait till, you know, you done ran out of your 20s to pretty much start your healing journey? Like, that's pretty much sounding like the old trope that they always have. You know what I'm saying? They always want to do what they want to do, and they'll either go to God or, you know, have a spiritual awakening once, you know, they realize that they don't have the access that they used to, not as much or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And after accumulating a certain amount of bodies, and then having guys like me, you know, bring it up online, they start thinking back, and that shame, I'm trying to tell you, it's the shame and the guilt. It's the shame and the guilt. They think about, you know, like the actions that they made with these men, and some with women and men, and this thing about how their legs were in the air, or how their legs were, you know, balled up in a pretzel, and then when they got done, they felt dirty, but not in a good way, because the dude was dirty and funky. And you know, they just do a whole lot of stuff that causes them to be like, man, I don't need, sorry y'all, they're like, I don't need for this guy to get on here and remind me of my shame. Yes, you do, because dudes get shamed every day. You know, every day that we rise and, you know, our money isn't where society is telling us it needs to be, because, you know, society's always trying to put a man down, a good man down, right? Or we're not physically where we need to be, or we're not charming enough or handsome enough. You know, you have the YT ladies coming up with this ick thing, and then you got the black ladies coming up with, you know, it's this for me, it's that for me. It's all these different ways to shame you, and they laugh about it. While, you know, we're like, you know what, we're gonna leave it alone. Y'all do what y'all gotta do. The ladies understand. Very few ladies though. You in a haystack looking for, you know what I'm saying, something under a rock at this point. But these females get upset because why would you, this is how you know they're narcissists. If we say we're done walking away, why are you gaslighting us? Why do you care? Why are you bothering to get online and say this and that about the kind of men that are walking away, whether passport bros or MGTOW, or like we just a man's movement where we see there's no benefit in dating y'all right now. Like, if I was single, I am single. If I'm single and actually dating, meaning not being single and celibate, man, like, what a time to be alive. I would be able to get whatever woman I want as long as I do my old methods I used to have, which was wear a condom, and then as soon as I get done, you know, jump in the shower. Don't let none of her juices dry on you while you're in the middle of doing whatever you do. This was some methods I use. Young men, try it out for yourself. Don't let none of them juices dry on you. You don't know what's in those juices coming from her. Shoot, man, you keep it cold in there so you don't allow, you know, your sweat to be, her sweat and her juices from her cooch dry. No, you don't need to wipe that stuff off. Have a towel and stuff at the standby. And then whenever you're done, you jump your ass in that shower immediately. Immediately. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any STDs, and this is what I did. I'm not saying that it works, but you know what I'm saying? It's better than what y'all are doing. Some of you fools will sit there and do what you do and let her clean you up a little bit and then sleep with all these. You're a damn fool, man. They right here sleeping with everybody. You know what I'm saying? They might have a slow weekend and be like, oh, I'll hit up this guy that's in my roster. They think it's the same as these women are not as careful as men are when we're out there doing whatever we do. We're using logic. They're just going off of whatever dude has the best brands on and mumbles the most. If he's out there, you know what I'm saying, man, she gonna be all over that dude, man. Whoever got the mumbling down to a science, she's gonna be all over him. And then these same women will get online and like, I'm told these guys not wiping their ass. Well, what kind of males are you dealing with? You know what I'm saying? Like it's too much. But these are the covert female narcissists. And because what happens is, just like any other operative or op that's going on, somewhere this stuff originates with all this gynocracy stuff, and it gets pushed out in the ether. And then for some reason we went from, you know, Victoria's Secret models being thin to them being, you know, whatever huge size, you know, the world's upside down, thought culture's taking over, you know what I mean? Inflation is kicked in, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like it's be as ratchet. There's a video, man, where a woman goes, the cooch is gonna stink sometimes. What? Listen, man. And so is your ass when you get done taking the dump. But that don't mean that you shouldn't be doing something about it. You know, I don't get. See, this is where these covert females, like I told you, they got traumatized as a kid. They're narcissists, so they never really grew up. So what they want for you to do is deal with them, however trifling they are, and just deal with it. Oh, we want to run things, you know, we want to tell you that we don't need you while we know that we need you and want you. What do you mean you just want us and you don't need us? Well, I mean that I got my money and you're an adult taking care of yourself. But again, men build all the infrastructure that you live off of, you know, take care and maintain all the plumbing, the satellite repair, all this kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying, that you're living off of in your little microcosm inside the macro. You're still living within the luxuries that were established by men, talking about you don't need men while chasing men to give you the one thing that you claim that you want from men, that you really, you know what I'm saying? It's just a whole bunch with these female narcissists. You have to be really careful. A lady out there doesn't have a problem with approaching you. A lady out there has a problem with however long you want to take to get to know her. If she's pressed to hurry up and get you sexually to add to her body collection, you know what I'm saying? Because all she's doing is collecting bodies. So, you know, if you want to be part of that reciprocal and just jump into that nasty mess, not thinking about your life, why would a woman that's like an adjustable 6 or an 8 be messing around with you and barely know you? I'll tell you why. She's a narcissist. She sees a potential in you and she want to be able to smash you down. You know what I'm saying? In her mind, she's thinking that she's smashing you down. She's not understanding that you're the one smashing the cheeks. You know what I'm saying? You're the one racking up the miles on her, extra miles. They don't care about that. See, a female narcissist, again, a narcissist in general, they watch people, study people, and they pick up on whatever personality traits that they think will help them get by, get what they want, and to come off like they're not that kind of person. So the female narcissist hides behind her degrees, her job, her boss attitude or whatever, when it's really a wild woman. It's just a wild woman that made the wrong kind of life decisions, and instead of looking for a husband, she decided to get ran through by every kind of flavor of man that she's always wanted. And then whenever guys like us bring up what's your body count, she immediately flashes back to all the different positions, all the different facials, you know what I'm saying? All the different having to go in the bathroom and, you know what I'm saying, use the rag and wipe off and then do the walk of shame. All this stuff comes back up into her mind and it bothers her, right? No lady is thinking this way. When I get on TikTok and I'm talking like this, ladies jump in there and hit the like button because they're out there saving themselves. They haven't racked up so many bodies that they don't no longer know themselves, or they can't get pleasured by a man unless there's a toy active or something like that. Or they gotta have multiple guys, or they gotta have the thought of whatever got it. It's just too much going on. See, they've devolved into these creatures that are barely human. Again, there's males out here that are narcissists, but as far as covert narcissists go, they're redoing the stats on this because they haven't done it in a while, and a lot of women weren't being tested back then. But there's way more covert female narcissists than there are covert men. And these covert female narcissists, their agenda, man, it's just to really find the best guy they can find that's not a narc like them, because the guy's gonna get away from them, and then use them like a battery. You know, it's really pathetic. And these women will build themselves off the energy they collect from you. Like, I remember with my ex, man, she just kept watching. She started dressing like me, dressing her kid like, it was like stealing my identity while living with me, you know, just draining. And just like, you know, I'm noticing this stuff, but I can't put 2 and 2 together. I didn't know about the terminology of narcissist back then. I just like, it's a weird person. I felt like my life was getting drained from me. And this is not something that you normally have happen to you when you're around a good woman or lady. When I'm around these ladies, man, around lately, they're good energy. I feel like I'm getting charged up around them. You know, I feel their presence is, you know, it's not draining from me, it's adding to, man. And I feel great after I get done speaking to them. That's how I can tell the difference. Man, you have a woman out here that's a narcissist that's doing everything to look like a Megan Fox, or, you know what I'm saying, looking like Nicki Minaj, or what's it, Cardi B or whatever, but the personality of them, like, you're in this dilemma. You're like, man, fine ass woman right here, but her personality is trash. She's got to be rotten on the inside. So then it's like, do I want to take the risk of getting in this rotten garbage pile that's dressed up nice and has lipstick on it? Or, you know, get you a lady that's out here carrying herself different, appreciates the company of a good man, carries herself as such in her feminine frame all the time, not dropping her octet in her voice to sound manly, or every time a man says something that triggers her, she has to voice her opinion like it's going to be heard or listened to. It's not. Why waste your time? But they'll do it every time. But this is how you're able to identify a narcissist as opposed to a lady. You know what I'm saying? And a good woman, an organic woman. Because these narcissists, they get triggered by when they see a man that they wish that would just shut up and do what they want and control them from the back, talking that good talk, like, nah, I ain't gonna go down, like, they can't stand it. Why would that trigger a lady? If you know the man's supposed to be a leader, why would it trigger a lady? Nah, it triggers a narcissist who believes that it's her role to take that of the man's, to basically colonize and hijack what it is to be a man, and then try to make the man all feminine and then make fun of all these soft feminine men. No, man, like, these women are messing it up for everybody. That's why I'm glad there's ladies out there calling them out. You know, we're continuing to do what we're doing. And remember, there's a huge difference between a lady and these narcissistic females. It's not the same. Ladies don't care. I'm telling y'all, I'm in these streets right now. Man, I can almost identify a lady, you know what I'm saying, from a mile away. The narcs, I can identify them easily, man. You can smell them coming. You know what I mean? Once you see those crusty heels, you already know, man, look at those feet. That's a narc. You know what I mean? You can tell that right out the bat, man. Or if she smells like perfume, but you don't smell like the different kind of fabric softeners and dryer sheets, she should be smelling like conditioner, a little bit of shampoo possibly, you know, dryer sheets. You know what I mean? I don't want to smell all that perfume. What you covering up? No. See, that's what y'all be messing up at. You got to smell fresh. We don't want you to smell like perfumes. We want you to smell fresh. You can spray perfume on top of any funky ass body, but if I'm smelling dryer sheet, lotions, I'm smelling conditioner, and not conditioner, not too much, but you know it's a 2-in-1 type of deal anyway. Well, you know, maybe some leave-in conditioner, whatever, but I can smell the remnants of it, or you just walk by and I'm like, alone. Like, that's what we want. You walk by with perfume on, man, you could have been out. You could have dropped a load or two, you know, to let your clothes touch the back end of a public toilet and then sprayed some kind of spray on you. No, I think's not. We want fresh. You know, we want fresh. If you can't be fresh, keep it trucking. But I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. I appreciate it, but we're going to continue to call out these females and identify the organic women and ladies out here, because they're needed, and it's not the same. Don't conflate the two. You know, ladies don't give you a hard time when you're here that's got a problem with it. That's a female colonizer, and you need to keep it trucking. You know what I'm saying? At all times, just keep it trucking. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys hitting the like button. You know, if you just join me, hit the like button, share the live, and subscribe. Hey, what's going on, homie? What's going on? What's going on, Puff? Heck no, I know that's right. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we're not playing these games with these females. I'm gonna get off of here, 19 minutes. Any female there that's telling you that you need to do this or that, or whatever you're doing is wrong, that is a narcissist. Run from them. I've been out in these streets. The ladies don't have any problem with what I'm doing. They love the fact that I'm a good father. They love the fact that I'm out here trying to teach men how to be men. You know, I keep to myself, I mind my business, and ladies love that kind of stuff. You know, I'm strong, whatever I say. The females, though, they got a problem. They always got a problem. You know what I mean? They always got something to say. Oh, your delivery, or, well, you're just a meanie, or, you don't give women enough opportunity to speak, and I give opportunity to speak. You don't choose your words wisely, and I'm gonna get you caught up. You know what I mean? You're gonna say something goofy, and I'm gonna call you out. It is what it is. But listen, I appreciate y'all joining me. Let's continue to do this. You know, the channel's growing again. You know, I'm back on here. You know what I'm saying? Dropping content all day long. I'm probably going to do a reaction video later on tonight on one of the channels. Don't miss me on TikTok later on. I appreciate everything you guys are doing. You're definitely liking the videos. You're definitely sharing the videos. You guys are definitely subscribing. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you what to do as grown-ass men. You're already getting it done. You know, I'm just going to say salute, and I appreciate you. And remember, I'm your brother.